Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. With today's reading, we are going to take a look at what messages would the best version of you have for you today. We have 3 piles to pick from. Pile number 1, we have the pyramid, this one. Pile number 2, we have the clear quartz. Pile number 3, we have the labroderite. Okay, pile 3. Pile 2. And pile 1, black obsidian pyramid. Okay. All right, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked the pyramid, black obsidian pyramid, you're going to put your stone here. When I touch this, right away, there's lots of stuff from your lineage. And there's something connected to your ancestors or your protectors, your guardians. Okay, we're going to put that there. Let's take a look at your card. Okay, we have financial, material change. With this financial and material changes card, this feels like you're trying to create changes within your finances. Whether you're trying to create them, whether you are trying to take them to the next level, there's something about trying to manifest. There's something about trying to find ways to create wealth for yourself, trying to find ways to create change for yourself. So let's get more. Spirit for pile 1. What messages would the best version of themselves would have? Pile 1. Okay. So we have rest and rejuvenate, intuition. Then we have deception and envy. Okay. So right away, we're talking about a pattern that has to do with disappointments, being disappointed. The best version of you, this kind of feels like the future version of you, really would like for you to take a look at where your triggers come from. Where are these things that really trigger your mental space, that really trigger your mental peace, your peace of mind? They are coming from a generational sort of a something that has been passed down from person to person to person. These could be psychic gifts, these could be spiritual gifts. There's something you're dealing with, or there's something you have dealt with when it comes to being disappointed, when it comes to being let down, when it comes to maybe struggling to manifest. There's something hidden here within your subconscious that you have intuitively felt before, where it kind of felt like no matter what you do, you can't clear yourself from it. Like you're trying to create change, you're trying to manifest, you're trying to do all of these things, but something is pulling you back. So let's see. So your best version wants to give you something regarding this pattern, regarding these situations. Okay, so let's see what messages come through. Okay. So we have the patience planning card. Okay. And we have the light card. Okay. Something needs to happen here when it comes to patience. Something has to heal when it comes to patience. So let me feel this real quick. So this feels like um, you receive the inspiration, you receive the motivation, you take charge. So whatever this is about, right? Whether this is something you want to manifest, something you're creating, like a job you want to get to, like a position in your life that you would like to get to. You feel the motivation, you feel the fire, you get going. Then you get guided. Okay, you feel like you're being guided by the light. You feel like you're being guided by your spirit guides. You feel like, things should go well. But let's see what happens. Okay, but something happens, some situation, some truth comes out when it comes to a friendship. You realize something when it comes to a certain person. You face a situation that makes you feel like there is no, hope. There are no good people left. People are this way, people are that way. So something happens that is in regards to your connections, the situations that are surrounding you, the people that maybe call you, text you, message you. Something happens, then it messes with your head right when you were really close to receiving what you were going to receive. Some situation happens, then it messes with your head. Then here you are again, trying to build that strong foundation where you're wondering, well, like, why me? Why this happened again? Why does this happen to me again? So this seems to be some sort of a generational trauma, generational uh, curse, you can say, right? Something that just passes down. So the best version, your best version of you wants you to know this is generational. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. What you need to do is when that situation comes up. So let's say you're manifesting, then right when you're supposed to receive your manifestation, maybe 4 days before it comes, you start to think about a person from 5 years ago, from 10 years ago, that you suddenly start to think about again. You miss them. Maybe you think about a situation that happened with them, whatever happens. You lose the receptivity. You switch to something maybe sad, maybe something that didn't go right, maybe a situation that didn't go the way you thought that situation was going to go, that it messes with your current manifestation. Okay. So hope this made sense. Connected to your life the way it kind of belongs. Do we have more messages, Spirit, besides the messages we've gotten? The best version, pile one's best version. What messages do you have for pile one? What messages do you have? Yeah, they just want you to know, like, the frequent with prosperity begins here with the growth, this green from the heart. Like, you do have like pure intentions. You can tell that you are trying to manifest from a good place. You are doing, trying to do the right things, keeping positive, trying to grow, be patient, and you have dreams, right, that are going to give you this these connections, this joy, this fulfillment with your life, your financial freedom, your spiritual freedom, your mental well being, you being balanced just in general within your emotions. You're connected with your spiritual gifts, you're living a good life, you're feeling good. You do have a good pathway that you're looking at. You do have the right things you're trying to manifest. You just need to not get caught up with the drama when it surfaces, because that's what's been happening, because you have these gifts that have been passed down to you, because you have these sensitivities that have been passed down to you, because you do feel the things you feel. Um, Learning to have boundaries with that, learning to not get caught up with the things you're feeling that are maybe not even your stuff, while you're trying to create this beautiful reality for yourself, will be the key here for you. That's what it looks like. Okay, pile one, that is the message from the best version of you right now. Hopefully this gives you the key. This gives you the door, the pathway that you needed to see today. Okay. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, like. Thank you, pile one. Bye. All right, pile number two, welcome to your reading. Today we will be taking a look at messages from the best version of you currently. What would the best version, your best version, would want to say to you right now? So you pick the clear quartz right away. When I touch this crystal, this is giving me something connected to the mind, to the crown chakra, cleansing the crown chakra, connecting with the crown chakra, clearing your mind, clearing your head, finding some mental peace, finding some mental relief. Something connected to that, okay? Something connected to the mental space being cleansed, the thoughts being prioritized, things like that. Okay, we have the solar plexus chakra. Oh, this is right away connecting me to your confidence. You may have struggled with your confidence lately. You may have had to deal with some shame, some guilt, some disappointment, some despair, maybe throughout the past few years to past few months. Connected to some sort of a grief that's coming up here. Could be loss, could be grief, could be situations that left you feeling like you lost, conflict, defeat, things like that. Just battles, just in general, that have left you feeling maybe somewhat defeated. So let's see what messages come up for you. Pile two's best version. What messages do you have for pile two? What would you like to point out today? Okay, we have choose wisely. Okay, we have balance, but it's reversed. Then we have the harmony card, which is the lover's card with normal tarot. This one is reversed as well. So there's something here that you are rushing with. Maybe a decision, maybe a choice, maybe a direction, maybe a path. There's something about you feeling like you need a new beginning, but you want to rush this new beginning because you're so panicked. You're so worried that you're not going to get to some certain destiny that you would rather find a solution really quickly to know you'll get there versus take a moment to realize, to connect with, to see what your heart truly desires, what you truly desire, what is holding you back, what is really going on. You know, something within you versus maybe something that is surrounding you. You may be looking to these many different directions, trying to pick from a direction when in reality you're the center. So these directions, these possibilities come from you, come from the current state that is your consciousness level. But if you were to raise your consciousness, you were to purify your consciousness, you were to cleanse that consciousness, maybe meditate, maybe do some yoga, maybe just, sunbathe, just let the sun cleanse your current state, your mental state, your consciousness, your frequency level right now. These choices will change. These choices will come to a better level. So this is like spirit has a plan for you. Spirit has maybe better things planned for you, but because you are so determined to make a decision right now, you're missing the fact that maybe you raising your vibration, you connecting with God consciousness, you connecting with spirit will give you a different perspective where maybe you see solutions, you see pathways you didn't see before. Okay, there's these signs with like, let's connect, let's connect. Spirit is kind of calling you, like, let's connect, let's get together. Okay, we have things to tell you. We have new ways, new directions you could think of that are not coming to you right now. You can't hear us right now because you're not vibrating with harmony. You are vibrating with conflict, defeated feeling, maybe confidence low, which no one can blame you for feeling that way, but the best version, that is you, your best version would tell you to realize that you need to raise your frequency. You don't necessarily have to um, show up a certain way, be a certain way, behave a certain way to receive to receive those validations maybe that you think will make you feel confident. That confidence will just come naturally when you raise your frequency, when you make better choices when it comes to, holding your solar plexus chakra cleansed, clear, powerful, filled with light versus drained, defeated, constantly fighting with people, fighting with themselves, maybe connecting with negativity, things like that are just coming your way. Maybe you're wondering, like, what's going on? Your frequency needs to be raised to a better level. So, these things you think these are situations you're trying to get away from, you're going to get away from those situations when you heal your solar plexus chakra through just raising your vibration, through just connecting with spirit. What else do we have for pile two? What else do we have for pile two? Okay. This is talking about, so we have solitude here. This feels like you've been thinking for a while, you've been putting things together for a while, you've been um, just regathering your thoughts, putting things together once again, trying to set yourself for success. So you're doing a good job with organizing things. You're doing a good job with putting things together within your mind. And you're doing a good job with, building success for yourself, building victory for yourself. Let's say this hasn't come through yet. Um, that's because you just need to change certain things within your frequency, but spirit is, supporting uh, your best version. They are supporting your plans. They are supporting the general path like you're wanting to choose. They are supporting the general direction you're going when it comes to building this wealth, building this success. You just need to make sure you're doing it from this frequency that is not like fighting with the world, fighting with people, saying, this happened to me today, that happened to me yesterday, why is all this happening to me? This is not to say you're wrong, but for your plans to work, you just need to be with a better frequency. Okay, let's see what guidance comes through. Okay. So we have spiritual union. Okay. Then we have conflict, defeat. And then we have the heart chakra. Okay. So this is a very simple message. This is talking about you feel like maybe your worth, your confidence, your joy, your your success will be determined when people validate you in a certain way. When in reality, the connection you make with your heart chakra, the connection that you make with your soul, with yourself, with your heart, will unlock the path to that joy, to that confidence, to that community, to that togetherness, to that success, to that leadership, whatever you're looking for here. That's going to naturally lead you there, where you will feel loved, you will feel confident, you will feel seen, you will feel heard, because you hear yourself, you are connected to yourself, you are healing yourself, you are supporting yourself, you are connected to your heart. So when you live in that frequency, then your frequency becomes this magnetic field, because this being your biggest magnetic field, so the magnetic field from your heart, that is the biggest magnetic field you have, that constantly surrounds you, that communicates with the universe for you. So when you have the right mindset, when you have the right path chosen, but you just need this boost to kind of get you through where you feel like things are not working for you, that's because you need to change your heart chakra frequency. You need to let it go from conflict, defeat, to you are vibrating, you are radiant, glowing, green, healthy, happy, balanced heart chakra, through connecting with yourself, connecting with your higher self, connecting with your soul. This doesn't have to be just you have to do this. Don't let this create a question, well, what do I do to do that? You can do guided meditations, you can say mantras, you can talk to your chakras, you can talk to your soul, you can talk to your higher self. There are so many ways to do this. There's no just one certain way. So find a way that works for you. Begin to create this connection, begin to create this harmony within you, between your mind, your heart, your body. Once that harmony gets created, just through you connecting with your heart chakra through some way that works for you, you're going to be healing this path you're trying to walk. You're going to heal all the complications, the problems, the situations you've been dealing with. Those are all going to go away once you heal your magnetic field by healing your heart. Okay? You might want to do some solar plexus chakra meditations too, just to support the process, but that is the message from your best version of you. Okay, hopefully that message helped. Pile 2. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share. Thank you. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Today we will be taking a look at messages from the best version of you. What would the best version for pile 3 would say to them? We're going to take a look at that today. You picked the labroderite. This is a very psychic stone, very third eye center, channeling focused, psychic centered focused stone that enhances your clairvoyance, your clairs just in general. So meditating with the labroderite feels really good for you because that's the message that's coming to me, how this supports psychic gifts, psychic channeling, things like that. So maybe you've been looking for a solution for when it comes to you connecting with your spiritual gifts, connecting with your intuition more, connecting with your gifts more, things like that. The card we have the waiting game. Okay, so let's take a look at your message pile number 3. The waiting game here, there's a little bit of a maybe frustration, maybe a delay. There's something happening here. So let's see what this is about, pile 3. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at these messages. Okay, so we have the spiritual union card here. Then we have the heart chakra. This right away, this is talking about some problems connected to the third eye chakra you've been dealing with. Clouded judgment, brain fog, struggling with making decisions. You don't know which way to go. You don't know which path to choose. Maybe you're feeling like you're not connected, you're not feeling spirit, things like that. The message just gently points to your heart chakra. There's something within the heart chakra that needs to heal for this situation with the mental space, the mind space, the third eye chakra to heal. So let's take a look at this situation. What is going on here with the third eye? What's going on with the third eye? There's something with trust being broken. So this says prosperity begins. Just in general, this just feels like, things are going good, things are doing well, then something happens. Maybe a trigger, maybe some situation, maybe something related to trust gets broken. Maybe you dealt with a little bit of paranoia due to a situation, due to a past trauma surfacing. Whatever happened here, you were getting involved with things you were not supposed to get involved with, whether these are thoughts, whether these are people, whether these are situations. They're just things that have delayed your progress. They are things that have just delayed your path, delayed your prosperity from coming to you. So whatever these situations may be, whether these are current things you're dealing with, whether these are from the past, situations from the past, the struggle you're having with your third eye chakra, your mind space, your mental space seems to be connected to some sort of a truth here that you are ready to connect with. Some sort of a truth you are ready to hear, some sort of a truth you are ready to understand. Okay? So when you feel this slow down, you are supposed to slow down. You're not just supposed to go boom, 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 boom to the next level, to the next level, to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. So when you feel something stopping you, when you feel something pumping on the brakes, don't feel like that's the universe. Don't feel like that's your guides. Don't feel like whatever. That is your soul pumping the brakes for you to process the truth, heal the truth, heal the heart, and then move forward. You may have been the type to see the trauma, heal the trauma, move on, develop more gifts, develop more success, develop more whatever you're developing here. And then suddenly things come to a stall, things come to some sort of a slowing down, where you are waiting for results, where you're waiting to see things, but there's a truth there. There's a truth in the middle that you're not seeing that is blocking your way. So let's connect with what that truth may be. Okay, let's connect with that. maybe. The truth the truth seems to be connected to past fears resurfacing whenever you are leveling up with just whatever you're working on. Then something from the past kind of resurfaces. Okay, we have memories of love. Maybe you start to second guess yourself, second guess your thoughts. Then you have this vision, you have this prosperity you want to feel. Okay, it feels like we're just getting a whole story. Let's see where it goes. But then you suddenly realize, wait a minute, I don't control my life. Something bigger than me, something stronger than me controls my life. So then I will never get there. Like, I will never be worthy enough. So this feels very much so connected to root chakra. Whatever situation may have happened in your life where your control was taken, where maybe your power was taken, maybe you were overpowered by a dominant figure that decided things for you, that decided how your life was going to go for you. What I'm hearing is how you were going to feel that day. They determined it. Through time, you sort of became a like you feel powerful, you feel good, you're doing good, you're manifesting. You want to go to the next level, but you're being pulled back, you're being slowed down because there's something in the root chakra that is still giving your power to situations. So your soul is saying, before we can go to the next level, you need to heal this. You need to take your power back from whatever this situation was. So you need to sit with your root chakra, your solar plexus chakra. You need to look for something that is healing within you currently for you to level up. When you look for that thing that is currently trying to heal, like telling you, hey, we need a little bit more time to heal this, go ahead and connect with that spot within your body. So maybe you can sit down, kind of connect with your body, speak to your body, say, my body, my body, my body. Whatever is healing within me currently, please let it signal within my body. Okay? Then there's going to be some sort of a movement from somewhere, most likely somewhere from your root chakra, most likely somewhere from your solar plexus chakra. You need to sit with that point. You need to sit with that spot. Just sit with it. Meaning you connect with it, then you just let yourself feel whatever may be sitting there. Once you dissolve this by sitting with it, once you dissolve this by acknowledging it, once you send it some, light, send it some healing, maybe say a little prayer, clear it, something you've been waiting for will finally become unblocked. That is connected to something you've been trying to create, something you've been trying to feel, something you've been trying to grow will finally start to blossom, where you can see results within the physical, where you can see tangible results with whatever that is you're working with. So that seems to be the message from the best version, pile three's best version. So that just means once you do this, you will become closer to that pile three's best version. Okay. Do we have more messages for pile three before we let them go? Do we have any more messages? Yeah, there's something with being done with shadow work. So we have the sacrifice card, we have shadow. Maybe not being done completely with shadow work, but with the way you've been doing shadow work. There's something with maybe you connect with, this definitely feels like a pile who take their spiritual growth very seriously, who would like to, take the right steps to become better, 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 better. Well, for that reason, you are receiving some sort of a key here, some sort of a little pathway to keep releasing those blockages that are kind of keeping you from those goals you're trying to reach. So, with that being said, while you're doing shadow work, okay, make sure you're not getting stuck with the shadow. So, make sure you connect with the shadow, you do the shadow work, then you release it. Okay, versus maybe you recognize the shadow, you're doing the shadow work, 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 but you're never really moving forward. So there's a message with that here. You weren't moving forward before because there's something within the root chakra, within the solar plexus. Once you release that, you will feel the freedom to move forward now. You won't feel like you need to be connected to something, be tied to something that's, tying you down, not letting you go. Okay, hope that made sense, guys. Please take what resonates, but that is your message. Okay, pile 3. If you like this video, please share, subscribe, like. Thank you so much. Bye.